Welcome to another brand new episode of Undisputed Anime. This is the podcast that gives you the hottest anime recommendations. That felt saucy already. Did you feel that spice?
It's the heat. It's the heat.
I don't know why it got so spicy so quick. I am your host, Zane, Captain Taicho. As always, I'm joined by the man of 100 manga and manhwa, Mr. Susu Day. How are you, my good friend?
I'm hot. As you can see, like the arms are out. It's that's how hot it is, and it's not like, you know. I try to explain this to my American friends on the regular. It's not as simple as, they've got aircon everywhere. Every house has aircon. Whereas in the UK, our houses are built to retain warmth. And additionally, we're just all humidity over here.
Yeah, it's not a dry.
And humidity is arguably worse.
Yeah, it's very sticky and muggy, I think is another term used. But yeah, it's I'm sat here in Gymshark shorts. You wouldn't tell, but yeah, below this cool demeanor is legs out, calves out, toes out. Anyways, today we are going to give you some hot recommendations to look out for the summer of 2023. There's a big lineup. I had a quick look before we hit record. Damn.
There's a lot, and there's a couple that I'm particularly looking forward to. I mean, straight up, I'm gonna level with you. Like, I've been this past season. I started off really strong watching anime.
Yeah.
But I've been so busy with life that I've kind of fallen behind on a couple of titles, surprisingly. But that's what I'm known for. But I'll get caught up. I promise I'll make it up to you, Senpai.
Yeah, I've been a similar vein, if anything. If I'm brutally honest, I've probably taken on more than I should have had in the last couple of weeks, because not only am I watching this season stuff, but I'm also, like, I started One Piece, I started Hunter, like, I did also start Black Clover. I don't think I'll stick with Black Clover. It's just because the movie came out and I was like, oh man, I should really jump back in that. Yeah. But yeah, too much cake is probably the answer to that question. I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark VPN, who have given me, now get this, 83% off plus 3 months free. So if you've been meaning to pick up a VPN, now might be the time. Surfshark is a trusted VPN to help you protect your privacy online. Whether that's protecting yourself from malicious websites, or if you're in a public Wi-Fi connection, you can keep your information locked down. Surfshark's clean web feature blocks ads, trackers, malware, and phishing attempts, allowing you to surf the web safely. Plus, it lets you change your virtual location. So if there's an anime on Netflix that's not available in your country, but say in Japan, guess what? You're in Japan now. You want to use BBC iPlayer to watch all of Doctor Who. So pick up Surfshark using the link in the description down below, and use the code Undisputed Anime, and you'll get 83% off and 3 months free. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it because I'm known on this show. Known on this show for having an unpopular anime opinion about Attack on Titan. However, I feel like I would be remiss not to ask you how you found Hunter x Hunter.
Are you really? We really open that door.
I mean, we don't have to, but I've sown a seed.
Oh my god. So for those who don't know, on my social media at Zane Taicho, I've had some hot takes about Hunter x Hunter because this is my first experience with it. Like, I never watched the 91 or 94 version. I'm currently watching the 2014 version thanks to Surfshark VPN and helping my Netflix. Links in the description down below. Thank you. Oh god, yeah, I am 30 odd episodes in, and I really it really grinds my gears. I just, so the exam stuff, I was like, it's got to get better. Every moment I was like, it's got to get better than this. There's that moment where they end up on the island and they have to catch each other's badges, and then Gon just like learns this fishing technique for like 7,000 times, and I was like, what is this? Like, back in in my head, I shouldn't really compare it, but I keep comparing it to Naruto, and it's like when I think about the Chunin exams and they have to be in the Death Forest and they have to get the 2 scrolls and stuff. Similar, parallels there. I was like, it really kind of pushed Naruto in terms of not being scared to fight. Obviously, Sakura has her amazing moment. Sasuke has his character moment. Gon's just doing this fishing technique for like 2 days. And I was just like, what am I watching? And then when he does do it, because it's all about getting Hisoka's badge, he gets got. And it's like, perfect. This is amazing. Like, someone was like, you're all an idiot. I watched you for 2 days, like, learn this fishing technique. Of course, I'm going to steal your badge and the badge you just stole. And then Hisoka just kind of, no, don't worry about it. And then Gon has this weird, like, motive to be like, I have to beat Hisoka now because he gave me a badge. And it's just like, what is these motives? Please.
I'm so glad I brought this up. This is why people tune in.
Oh my gosh. Like, it went from a really great, like, character motive of trying to understand my distant father's motives, or, you can tell Gon's trying to reconnect with his distant father. And then he just drops it all because some clown took his badge and they gave it back to him. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm going to bed. I've had enough.
I was so surprised when you told me your feelings about it, and I was like, "This is perfect," because now he can't sit on the fence anymore.
And everyone keeps telling me it gets better, and it's kind of like I've gone past that part. Like I've seen the fight between Gon and Hisoka in their tournament tower, whatever it is, and that was pretty good. But then the whole Nen and Rem power system, I was like,
what I will say, and I'm gonna put this out into the universe right now. There is obviously, when you're passionate about something like an anime or a manga or a story or a series of any kind, it's very easy for you to, you want other people around you to like and enjoy it. But especially when it comes to like big anime or like video games even and stuff like that, there's this whole mindset of like, you got to kind of grind it. You got to kind of, it gets really good after the first X amount of episodes or X amount of hours, and when you get X, Y, and Z thing. And I think that, like, especially for when you get like older, you like there shouldn't have to be an area of you have to have watched 100 bad episodes to get to the 100 good episodes. Because it's like you could skip those 100 bad episodes, but then you kind of miss out on the small bits that are in it. Stuff. And I think that there's a lot of expectation from very passionate fans that, like, get past all of the rubbish stuff and then the good stuff happens, but it's like, that still takes time. And it's like, you shouldn't have to have like hours and hours of time where you're not enjoying yourself to suddenly get to a point where you do enjoy yourself, which is, it's a shame to say. And I didn't used to think like that. I used to very much be on the mindset of like, you've just got to do it. You just got to get past that. It's like Final Fantasy 14, great game. Couldn't recommend it anymore. But the honest fact is, like, the original game is a massive grind, and a lot of it is a fetch quest, and it's not as much fun as what comes afterwards. But who's got time to put like 60 plus hours into like an MMO to get to the good part?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I guess like another prime example is JoJo. Like, a lot of fans always talk about, like, maybe skip Phantom Blood or go straight into Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, no, it's although Phantom Blood isn't as good as, say, Stardust Crusaders, as you rightly said, like, it's not worth skipping for the good bit. Like, it's good on its own.
It's like the whole setup of the whole premise of it. The whole bloodline starts in that series.
Yeah, exactly. And, again, using Phantom Blood as an example, like, I didn't hate Phantom Blood. Like, it was fine. It didn't blow my socks off. But yeah, it's not until you get later into the series has more gravitas for existing and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of debating, do I watch like the early 90s version of Hunter x Hunter just to see if the experience is even different? But I don't know. I'm at a crossroads.
There you go. I kind of I turned an offhand comment into a whole thing here. So this is not what the episode's about.
No, that's true. That's true. But that's my unpopular opinion at this point, I guess.
Yeah, now we both have one. I won't be standing over here on my own anymore.
Wait till that gets clipped and put on social media. Should we talk about AnimeCon UK?
Yeah, I'd love to hear about it because unfortunately I wasn't unable to attend myself. So do tell.
Yeah, so I went to the UK's first large anime con, which sounds crazy to say, here in 2023, and there's been fans of the medium for such a long time and such, but it was fantastic to have like a specific con to celebrate everything anime and manga and things. What can I say? Crunchyroll had a presence there. They had huge stands and they had a screening room, which was really fun because I was able to watch things like Psycho Pass and Nier and others. The panels was great. It was hosted by Anime Freshman Podcast, who are a great podcast in the UK. And yeah, the guest lineup was incredible. From Maylene Flanagan, if I pronounce that correctly, of course the dub voice actor for Naruto, Ryan Colt, who's the voice actor for Chainsaw Man, Zach Aguilera, I think I've pronounced that correctly, does the voice of Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. And boy, has he got some episodes line up after seeing the finale. Whew. I feel sorry for his voice box. Damn. But yeah, great panel discussions. The voice actors were amazing. Drew Breedlove from Blue Lock, he does the voice of Batcha. Again, I'm terrible with pronunciations. Landon was amazing as well. As a JoJo fan, he does the voice of Rohan Kisbe. So it was amazing to hear some of his thoughts and things. But as an overall experience, an amazing convention. Really, really good. And I'm looking forward and hoping to hear about next year's AnimeCon UK.
Well, I'm, it was less of a desire of me not wanting to go this time. And actually, it was, there was something going on in life which I couldn't avoid, even though it got cancelled, unfortunately. But so I would absolutely love to. I'm looking forward to the next one because I'd really like to be there in person and not living vicariously through you and your picture messages you're sending throughout the day.
Yeah. And again, check out our social media. There's reels and TikToks and things of some of the stuff I saw there, including Waterstones. Waterstones had a stand there, which is crazy. Again, blew my mind. Loads of manga. I picked up. You're going to love this. I picked up the Hunters Guild Volume 2, Red Hood. But also, as a free gift, they gave me a Eden Zero badge. I don't know if that's going to be in focus.
Is that against an American flag?
It's against the American flag, oddly, and it says, "Let's all be friends."
Okay, Waterstones. Who made your freebies?
Who knows? But hey, a freebie's a freebie. I got my stamps.
Can't scoff at free stuff. So
yeah, there you go. So some really cool vendors were there. For people who recognise me, thank you. It's always much appreciated. And yeah, made some good connections and things. So yeah, it was really cool, really fun.
Well, pleased to hear it. It lived up to what it could be.
I'm again, fingers crossed. We'll get to find out about year 2 and future AnimeCon UK. So yeah, be really cool.
Sounds good. Exciting times. Like, where was all of this when we were younger and had less responsibilities?
Oh, I know. Like, I feel like my cosplay game would have been killing it by now.
Absolutely. Like when I was like in my teens, I was like, I'd do it if I actually had a place to actually like showcase it. It's a lot of work to just do it and have it.
Yeah, and be around like-minded people as well. It's one thing to kind of like cosplay, but to cosplay around people who recognize the character, or just there were so many Demon Slayer cosplays. By the way, I just came to my, I guess because the voice actor was there, but there was so much Demon Slayer cosplay.
Nice. Always good to see. Always good to see how accessible cosplay is as a hobby now. So, which pleases me because in the past, you didn't see awful lot of it in the UK. So, and now here we are.
I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm kind of glad it's probably happened later in life for us a little bit, because I would have a massive like collection of anime swords by now.
Yeah, like, and there's a part of me that wants to say, yes, absolutely, everyone should have a collection of 20 anime replica swords. But there's another part of me in my like mind now that's like, where am I going to put 20 anime swords?
Yeah, and then like, where would I keep every variation of a Keyblade? Like, oh, don't mind that. That's just my Keyblade collection.
Oh, sorry. If you go and sit on the couch, just move my Oathkeeper out of the way. Just put it beside the.
Yeah. Don't mind my Oblivion little Keyblade here. I was just
you know how you can get those like car key like hangers that you put by your door and stuff like that. Have one of those, but like you've got like a full size like Kingdom Key hanging from it.
Yeah. Anyways, we digress. We just get lost in the fantasy of it, don't we?
Sometimes to be it's more adult. Fun to just to imagine what it could have been.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
What we can do now, though, is we can big it up and make it good for the generations that have come after us, instead of being bitter about how free the access is to them.
Yes, we're almost like the Professor Oak character now, aren't we? Where we're like, go out into the world, live our dreams, do it.
Yes.
Excellent. Should we talk about some anime that's coming out this season?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, everyone's starting to put out their slates now for summer 2023. And while there's obviously a lot of stuff in there that I probably won't watch, but there's also a lot of stuff that I'm very interested in. So let's go.
Do you want to kick things off?
I mean, I'm not sure that we actually have a date for it, but it's in the lineup that I've got here. We've got the second season of JJK.
Starting off hot. Starting off hot.
I mean, I've seen that trailer 2 or 3 times. My wife is obviously as like a number one Gojo like fangirl. Massively excited to see some more Gojo. Though she has on several occasions made the comments that the people who do the budgeting for the studio have clearly gone to the animators and gone, you can't spend the entire budget on Gojo's eyes this time around.
Yeah,
but I did make the point that, like, you know, in this is obviously serving as like kind of a bit of a prologue of you know, the early life, and at that point he didn't have the power yet, did he? He didn't have.
Yeah. So we get to see how Gojo
became the
becomes
strongest.
yeah. Which is going to be really cool. Yeah, I am super excited for this season. Do you know if they're going to go fully into the Shibuya arc, or is it just the?
I think that this entire next series is going to be the flashback.
Okay.
Learning about like why have I forgotten everyone's names? Gojo's like past, leading up, like his relationships, seeing how he, like I said, seeing how he became the strongest. Because it's basically like, obviously you've got Jujutsu Kaisen 0, which serves as like a nice prologue leading into the first season, but that's obviously built off the back of the one shot that was done originally.
Yeah.
Stuff. Whereas the second season is following an arc that was shown in the main manga, like a bit further ahead. You know. So I think that when a season 3 comes, because there's going to be a season 3.
Oh yeah.
No doubt, season 3 will be the Shibuya arc, I think.
Or a movie. Imagine that.
Or a movie. I mean, I could absolutely see it being a movie because you know, it's got all the action to be one, and it would end on a big old cliffhanger, wouldn't it? So
yeah.
JJK.
JJK. I am super excited for this. Oh baby. I've read this series of chapters, like you said, about Gojo's past and things, and I'm really excited to see it animated. So I canny wait, as they say in Scotland.
Canny wait. I just heard my daughter throw up in her mouth hearing that.
So we'll add it to the list. Next up, I've got to talk about Mishoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation Season 2, one of the best isekais to ever happen.
And you've made no secret about how much you love Jobless Reincarnation.
This is very true. Super excited for this. I haven't read the novels or the manga adaptations, so I have no idea where they're going to go. I'm guessing there's going to be a bit of a time skip because most of the visual shows Rudimus, I can never say it properly, seems a lot older. Not a lot older, but he seems to be in a teen body sort of thing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Only 3rd of July. Wow, not far at all. So yeah, it's looking cool. And it's beautifully animated. Who does this? Studio Bind. Wow.
Studio Bind. So one of your hot ones to look for, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you are not a isekai fan, I don't blame you, but this is the top echelon.
The upper echelon of isekai.
Of isekai.
According to Zane Show.
100%.
That's a recommendation that I can get behind. So,
there's no way to sugarcoat it. It's top banana.
He's a professionally licensed podcast host. So, like, his whole life has led to this moment and giving this recommendation. So you couldn't believe it.
Excellent. Is there... Oh, that's new. Let's do it. There we go. Anything else you want to mention?
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, because it's right there. Season 2 of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War coming out shortly. Just a week or so. I am hugely upset by the fact that it's due to air on the 3rd of July, as I'm not going to be in the bloody country.
I've got the 8th here. Ooh.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. I've got the same page up, but I was looking at the... I saw it on yours, and I looked at the same position on mine. Mine's slightly laid out differently for some reason, maybe due to scaling. But yeah, I'm away when the first episode drops, so I'm hugely disappointed by that, because notoriously, holiday Wi-Fi not the greatest, depending on where you go. So me and my wife have been watching together, so hugely disappointing. But I mean, if it's anywhere close to... Why am I big again? If it's anywhere close to the first season, it's gonna be another hit. It can only get better, to be fair, knowing what happens.
Yeah, and people have already figured out the rumored additional fight that's been added to this season as well.
Just from the trailer.
Just from the trailer. So there's for those who don't know, there's an additional fight that's been added to the anime because Kubo has mentioned, like, due to time constraints, he didn't get to add as many fights as he liked to have. Some experts have already sussed out what that additional fight is. So yeah, it's exciting because wow.
Wow, indeed.
I am so looking forward to this. Oh, I
need to do a full rewatch before I watch season 2. Maybe I'll download all the episodes. We'll watch them on holiday, and then when we get back, we'll
go straight
cool.
into I'm just loving this Bleach renaissance that we're living in right now. It's just the best. It's about time it gets recognized as the big 3. That's what I'll say.
Absolutely.
Add it to the list.
Add it.
There's quite a lot of romances this season. I know you're more of a slice of life / romancy kind of guy. Anything that tickled your fancy here?
Oh, well, there is also obviously Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, which is going to be a collection of stories that weren't adapted in the main anime. In the manga, the main story kind of comes to a close, but the story kind of goes on in like little mini stories that focus on the people who were around the main protagonists.
Okay.
The main leads. So it's like they've obviously got this like friendship group at school who kind of they kind of like develop like relationships of their own, and this anime, I believe, is going to be following those relationships, because that's how the manga went. And you continually see the main characters, they show up because they live in the same world, they go to the same school, so they're there still, and they show up as characters in those stories. I think it'll be nice. I think I really enjoyed Horimiya. Both manga and anime, so looking forward to seeing the rest of it adapted. So
interesting.
I can't remember, were you on that Rent-A-Girlfriend train?
I wasn't. I've never been on that. So no, I haven't really seen it.
I can see here, obviously, one that you're hugely excited for, and that is... I'm not going to read out the full title here. I'm just going to summarize it down. But, that time that I was reincarnated as a vending machine in a dungeon in a fantasy world.
Yeah, that is Kai.
You sounded so defeated then.
The worst thing about this, knowing myself, I'll probably end up watching this out of curiosity.
Just sheer curiosity. So he's gonna do it, and he's gonna review it so that you don't have to.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Why not?
I'm honestly waiting now. It's gonna be one of those things where you're gonna go into it like the mindset of like, I'm gonna watch the first episode or two, get a gauge of what it's like, give my honest review, and then you're gonna be on the phone to me or before the next call. You're like, right, listen, like we were sleeping on this like vending machine anime. It is better than Jobless Reincarnation. It is honestly a masterpiece.
The voice note at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
I think I found
I've just finished the last episodes.
It's completely slept on. Yeah. Yeah, I will definitely give this a watch. Why not? Why not? I've seen enough isekai in my life. What's one more? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I remember how much of a hoo-ha the title was when it first came out. So as a manga, but yeah, we'll see. July 5th, and I'm not familiar with these studios. Studios Gokume.
No, I'm not either.
So it could be a first for them.
Could be amazing. Could be not. But I guess we'll see.
We shall see indeed. I guess I should add it to planning to watch. There we go. Can I just gush a little bit and talk about
Please
this?
Do. Because if you didn't say it, I was gonna say it. So,
Fate, Strange Fake, Whispers of Dawn. I love the Fate series. There is a consensus that they're super complicated to get into. I don't think they're really that complicated to get into. I can understand why there's a hesitant to jump in, but they are always fantastic. They're always gorgeous animation and fight sequences in the series. This is being created by A1 Pictures, which is interesting because historically it's usually been Ufotable, who of course do Demon Slayer, but again have
they've got a lot on their plate.
yeah. There's no two ways about it. This looks like a sort of OVA, one episode.
Yeah,
55
I mean
minutes.
they did the same thing with which one was it? There was
one of the Unlimited.
Was it
Blade
Grand
Works?
Order? Grand Order was was originally was an OVA initially. I think was it Grand Order? Is the one which had the girl who ended up becoming a servant, even though she wasn't a servant originally. She like kind of.
I know which one you mean. Yeah,
she has a shield. She ends up being like having the big shield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have seen that one.
Yes,
and there's quite a few other OVAs. Like I remember there was an Unlimited Blade Works one. There's one called Heavenly something another. But this one is interesting because it's set 5 years after the events of Fate Stay Night. In the US.
Yeah, I'm huge. I'm really excited about it. Like I love like the Fates series. Just generally, and I get what you say. Like people say, like it's very complicated. It can be very complicated to get to. I'm actually on the other side of it because I think that for the most part, every single entry into the Fate series can just be viewed as a standalone thing.
Yeah,
like you don't. You can watch like Fate Stay Night or Unlimited Blade Works without watching like Grand Order or what's the
Zero.
Or Fate Zero. You don't need to have watched those things to enjoy it. Like, and like obviously every single time it's like slightly different variations of the timeline as well. So it's like kind of, you don't need like to know. Like Fate Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works are obviously for more or less like they start off as the same story, but they kind of like diverge and they have different endings. Unlimited Blade Works, a masterpiece.
100%.
Absolute masterpiece. To the point where that might be the next anime that I try and get my wife to watch.
Ooh.
I'm always trying to like convince her. I'm like, just watch this one episode. and we'll go from there. That's what I did with Demon Slayer in recent months, and then we ended up watching like 3 seasons of Demon Slayer in like a very short amount of time.
Nice.
So I did with JJK. Same with JJK.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like the first episode has to be the hook. Like
yeah, I'm very cautious with the anime I bring to the table to my wife, because it's like, if you don't get her on the first and second episodes, like I tried to get her to watch like the first episode of, well, we watched the first episode of JoJo,
okay,
like Phantom Blood. Didn't get into it, and I think that would have been the same for any JoJo series, to be honest. You know, I tried like the case study of Vanitas. Wasn't her thing and stuff like that.
Wow. I would have thought that would have been right up her
but you know,
taste buds. Yeah.
No, introduce her to something like Fruits Basket, all on board. Horimiya, fantastic. She was the one who got me into Yuri on Ice, to be fair. And you were the one who got us both into Free. Because who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? There we go. Any other top picks for you, my friend?
Well, I did see it. So we have a friend who is a big fan of the manga of this. So even though I don't watch it myself, I think it's definitely worth a watch. It's Bungo Stray Dogs, the 5th season.
Yeah.
I can't really speak for it, other than I know that it is hugely popular in the community. The manga has like absolute exceptional like style, so I can only imagine that the anime has shared that. I'm just flicking through my list that I got here. One that seemed really very interesting to me, from a purely, as someone who likes the occasional shoujo, is The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. The art, another one I can't really speak for. I don't really know an awful lot about it, but art style looks great, and it looks like it could be a pretty cute story.
Yeah. I think, just to add on that one quickly, I think I've seen this all over Twitter. Like, people think the animation and the visuals and stuff look gorgeous. So I think this could be, oh, look at that, 8 most popular summer. So yeah, I think this could be like one of those community can't communicate. Why can't I say it properly? Do you know what I mean? Like a couple of years ago, that felt like it was just everywhere and everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, no, I think I know what you're talking about. I think. I'm just scrolling down my list. Obviously, we got our fair share of things here. There was one other thing, and now I can't find it. Where on earth are you, friend? Oh, I've lost it. Oh, Monogatari. It's getting a. It's pretty far down, but it's basically a story about demon hunters, essentially, or spirit hunters.
Ooh.
So I've not so this is the thing is that I have to be completely honest. I've only watched a few episodes of the first season, but what I did see I really liked. With me, it's more of a time restraint. If I ever fall off an anime, it's not necessarily because it's bad or it's bad. It's usually because I get distracted by things like Final Fantasy 16 and other video games. Because I've got the way that my free time works. It's I use my free time to play video games or my free time to watch anime. And there's been a lot of really good video games of late. So
absolutely, yeah. It's what a year for video games. My word. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's a few I just wanted to highlight because because we all love the bants.
Let's go, bant me up.
Devil is a part-timer season 2. Fun, always a good laugh. So we're going to add that to the list. Quintessential quintuplet. I've had to recently binge this. That's right, I had to, for numerous reasons.
Numerous reasons.
Look, it was recorded. The editing happened for it, but it just didn't meet the deadline, and it's just one of those tales of life. So, as someone who recently binge watched all of it and the movie, may as well add it to the list. And then maybe just do a whole new video where I talk about it all. So there we go. So we'll add that. Baki season 2. I'm not going to watch that. I've watched enough.
I just can't get on board. I can't get into the style. It's the style of Baki that puts me off.
I said this to Ed from Super Anime Podcast because he was like, "Watch Baki. Baki's incredible and stuff." And I watched it and I said, the fight sequences feel like a PowerPoint presentation. There's so much talking and nothing happens for a long time. And I get it. It's building up to it. But I was just kind of like, for a fighting anime, there's not an awful lot of fighting. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Unpopular opinion number 2.
It's this heat. It's getting to me. So no Baki. What else have we got? We have got. I'm going to watch this. Something else I can't say.
Altair Riza.
I know it's based off.
It's Atelier.
Atelier. I know it's based off a popular JRPG. So I've always been interested to play it on the Switch, but I've never played it. So I'm hoping the anime will be pretty cool to check out. Starts on July 2nd. Looks nice. I like the art style. Good vibes. Yeah.
I did see Crunchyroll has announced one which seems like it'll be right up your alleyway, which is Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Ooh. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems like it'll be right up your alleyway.
Magical Academy. I like magical academies. And new students begin their first year. Headstrong Samurai Girl. Unique bonds. Excellent.
It's ticking all the boxes.
Dark secret and endless danger lurks behind every corner. Can these wizards make it to graduation alive? So they're wizards with swords. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Yes.
Have I enticed you? Have I given you some food for thoughts?
Oh, this is going to be.
Is that again added to the lists?
Let's add it to the list. Why not? Plan to watch. I did see one that I thought was great for you. Are you ready for it?
Oh, please go for it.
It is called Sweet Reincarnation.
Okay, I do. As someone who reads a lot of manhwa, I do love a reincarnation story.
But not only just that.
Boy, he's named Pastry. Okay, remarkable talent, genius pastry chef.
Yes,
promising future life. He retains his determination to make sweets and make everyone smile. But many challenges, bandits, malicious and eccentric nobles, scarcity of water, barren lands. Okay, maybe. I was a big fan of Yakutaki Japan. A slept-on story about a bakery, which is great. So,
dare I say, I feel this has all the recipes for a great series for you.
I think it might. And now I'm thinking about Yakutaki Japan. Oh man, so good. If you've not watched or read Yakutaki Japan, I'm just gonna read the first line of the synopsis, which is, while countries such as France, England, and Germany all have their own internationally celebrated bread, Japan simply does not have one that matches the reputation.
Oh,
compelling stuff.
Man, who doesn't love bread? Okay. I've got... I think I'm almost done. Are you almost done?
I'm done with the ones that I'm excited for, so you go wild, mate.
Okay. So, Bastard, I have to see it through to the end because it was the weirdest fever dream I've ever had, and I need to get out of this fever dream. So, Bastard, Hell's Requiem arc. Let's see where it goes. Why not? Right.
Yeah, gotta have the conviction to see things through.
Yeah, exactly. And it's gonna be on Netflix, so it won't be hard to hunt down. Record of Ragnarok Season 2 Part 2. Again, I've already in this in terms of watching it on Netflix. Let's finish that one. And I don't know, these two look like really cool series.
I did see that one, and I thought, I saw dragons mentioned, and I was like, okay.
Does it mention dragons?
Yeah.
This is, how do you pronounce this? Ayaka?
Ayaka or Ayaka?
Ayaka? The visuals just look hard. So, yeah, add it to the list. That's all you need really sometimes, isn't it? Just a cool poster.
I would be like, I'd honestly be lying to you if I told you I didn't sometimes start anime or manga or manhwa just because I like the style of animation or like artwork. Like sometimes it's not even, the story doesn't even have to be good. If I like what I'm watching, it's like something I can just watch in the background stuff, or like and sometimes seeing like really well animated stuff or stuff which has got a nice art style gives you inspiration for your own like creative works. So
it's very true. It's very true. This also looks like a very cool poster. Sensuality Noir.
okay.
The year is 2022. No, 2222. It's been years since tears of a new moon and mysterious rain poured, wiped out most of the entire human race. Artificial intelligence named Magnus. Yeah. 8-Bit Studio. So same people who do slime anime.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're going to add it to the list.
It's on it. Feeling good.
There we go. I'm not going to watch Sandland from Akira Toriyama.
Why not? That seems right up your alleyway.
No. Nah. Nah, I'm just not feeling it, I think. Excellent.
I mean, I've already got several anime from previous seasons to watch. But what I've got so far, looking good. If I can keep up with any of them, honestly. With all the games coming out. All the games.
My word.
But yeah,
so many games.
It's looking good, guys. Looking good. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. If there's obviously, this is usually something that Zane will say in the outset of the show. But if you've got anything that you think we should watch, let us know in the comments.
Absolutely.
Quiet.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let us know in the comments if we've missed anything. Let us know what you're watching. We're always curious to see what people are gravitated to. And hey,
tell us something that's been slept on, something that no one's talking about,
like a vending machine.
If you like vending machine animes, sign off in the comments below.
I'm already getting a stitch just thinking about it.
Like and subscribe to see more vending machine content, guys. If you would like Zane to watch every single episode of the vending machine anime, if this could get a million listens, he'll do it.
Hey, I mean, if we get 10 likes on the YouTube video, then I'll watch the entire thing. How about that? Let's set a milestone. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast platform, leave a star rating. Max would be preferable, but we'll take one.
Go to YouTube, like the video so he watches the whole series. I'm currently making a second YouTube account.
Yes, do that. And we will no doubt catch you in a fortnight and tell you how things are. We haven't spoken about it, but are you planning on watching... Oh, maybe I did mention it. The Black Clover movie.
I'm thinking that I might download it and watch it on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
So seems like it might be a good way to pass some time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not been like hype about it, but I did watch all of the Black Clover anime, and I really enjoyed it. You know, once you get past Asta's voice, it's no different from listening to Naruto's voice. To me anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a watch. I think it's probably, if it's animated well, it'll be just shameless action magic fantasy at its finest. So, you know,
yeah,
it'll be like watching any of the Naruto movies. Like, you know, not all of them are amazing, but like they all have like their highs and their lows. So
yeah, and they always have great sequences.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna knuckle down and I'll probably catch up on Black Clover. I'll just watch the dub version. So I have to use less brain power.
Get on it.
Yeah, save it all for the vending machine anime. Excellent. Right.
It's going to take a lot.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Of course, I'll probably make a list and put it in the description of everything we've mentioned today. So, yeah, we'll no doubt catch you soon. And any final words, Susu Day? Pearls of wisdom.
Very hot. It's getting very hot everywhere in the world. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, guys. Look after yourselves. Wear the right suntan lotion. Good skincare will serve. It might seem stupid right now, but when you get older, you'll regret not taking good care of your skin in the sun.
It's very true. Yeah.
Pearls of wisdom from an adult man who's constantly trying to get their child to drink water and put on suntan lotion. So,
yeah, I can only relate with dogs. Make sure that your dogs get plenty of water, and you know there are suntan lotions for dogs as well. So
get it on their nose and their belly.
Look out for those pups. They need us. Excellent. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.